A very good morning to you. Let's go back to koku and let's see how Dogen, as usual, deconstructs the traditional readings of the koan. He peels layers after layers, aspects of the story, giving his comments. Now in that scene you've got a guy that grabs another guy's nose. Obviously the will is to teach and to reach out and to show intimately, directly. Although apparently this is quite straightforward, Dogen shows us that that gesture of grabbing is extra. After the one that grabs the nose just let go of it, he says, now you can grasp it. You can grasp it now. On your own. Without that sort of pull, that strong indication. You can realize space without me entering in your space. At this moment, isolating himself was not possible. This is how you should study yourself. Dogen says that about the first motion. We cannot let go of the space of others. We have to invite and include the space of others into our space. We have to let life and people teach us. This is an element of our practice, a strong element of our practice. Not to remove ourselves from the social reality, family and so forth, but to dive into that space. Nevertheless, if you stay there and you kind of relying on that to understand yourself, you miss the mark. At the end of his few interpretations, Dogen says this one as a conclusive part of his first koku. Let me respond to Qigong. You grabbed Xi Tang's nose. If this was to grab space, you should have grasped your own nose. You should have grasped your own finger with a finger. You have some understanding of grasping space. Even if you have a good finger to grasp space, you should penetrate the inside and outside of space. You should kill space and give life to space. You should know the weight of space. You should trust that the Buddha's ancestors' endeavor of the way in aspiration, practice and enlightenment through challenging dialogues is no other than grasping space. There you are. The best way to grasp space is to let go. And the best way to help oneself and others is to give up the idea of helping and straight go into the heart of practice. Space manifests itself naturally without having to be fished. That's a very important notion and reality, for we are constantly, again and again, day in and day out, morning and evenings, we are constantly entertaining ourselves with the idea that there is something to get. And even if it's not really conscious, it permeates our own life in so many ways. I was talking about it last time. We've got so many fishes to fry. Giving up the goal, giving up any idea to attain the other shore, even giving up the idea of helping somebody who is in distress, but just unfolding that space is enough. There's no other way to live. So, will the finger, will the mind grasp space? Or space, is it the very ungraspable, cannot be attained? I think it's not something you can attain. It is something you can be. Like a bell that hangs in emptiness. Ding 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 ding. Or ding 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 ding. Drunken bell, regular bell, rhythmical, or just jazzy. The bell is space in space. This whole body of yours and mine, this whole body mind, has nothing to expect but be. Rujin, the teacher of Dogen, writes, and that poem is written in koku, the entire body of a wind bell is a mouth hanging in emptiness. Thus, says Dogen, we know that the entire body of space is hanging in space. So you see, although this whole game of trying to reach out and getting although it's not that necessary, actually not necessary at all, it also has a great value to point directly to the possibility here, now, at any given moment, to just ring the way. Space realized when space is forgotten. As you sit, you are not aware of being Buddha. As you sit, you are not playing with thoughts of attaining Buddhahood or being deluded. Space is. We'll look at the second part of koku next time. Have a great day. Have a great practice. And don't worry too much. Take care.